Hi, this is Ms. Heineman. I'm going to walk through how to identify the verb in a sentence. I'll go through a few rules with you, and then we'll go just do a couple of the practices on no red ink. So the important thing to remember is that the verb shows action or being. So action verbs show action, and be verbs show being. So, the gigantic bag of Oreos disappeared from Jake Hull's bedroom sometime last night. So that's the sentence that we took from No Red Ink. And so what we are looking for is the action. In this case, the word here is disappeared. The Oreos disappeared from his room. Now, what you have to remember is that sometimes the action is more than one word, okay? So there's, progressive verbs and perfect verbs and perfect progressive verbs. You don't have to know what any of that is called. What you have to know is that sometimes the action is made up of a few words, okay? So for example, the gigantic bag of Oreos has disappeared from Jake Hull's bedroom. So I know disappeared is the action, but has to go with it, has disappeared. Oreos are disappearing from Jake Hull's bedroom at night. In this case, we know disappear is the action, but are disappearing is the whole verb. Oreos have been disappearing from Jake Hull's bedroom at night. Same thing. We know disappear is the action. The whole thing here is have been disappearing. The other type of verb that we're talking about is the be verb. So the be verb shows what the subject is. My hint for you here is to think of the be verb as an equal sign. So the subject equals whatever comes after the be verb. So in this case, eating mint chip ice cream is my favorite pastime. So our verb is, and we can think of it as ice cream or eating mint chip ice cream equals favorite pastime. Okay, so it's kind of like an equation. For be verbs, the important thing to remember is that when they look different when they change tense, so just don't be tricked by that. So eating mint chip ice cream was my favorite pastime. Eating mint chip ice cream will be my favorite pastime. So just be aware of the tense as well. On No Red Ink, when you click the little circle to do your practice, remember that there is a button that says lesson. Okay, so if you feel stuck, click on lesson because you'll see a whole bunch of purplish squares, just like this one, that will walk you through some of the rules. And that's a good thing to remember for all of our no red ink practice this year. So this is one that's about action verbs, and this is one that mentions the be verbs. Okay. The other thing to remember is that if you get stuck, don't just keep clicking forever, right? Don't do like 30 of them and feel really frustrated. You should reach out to your teacher before then because we're happy to help you out during office hours, okay? So let's do a quick practice. Eleanor Young was the most diligent volunteer at the food bank. So we're starting with a be verb right away. Eleanor Young was, so Eleanor Young equals the most diligent volunteer. The dancers stretch in Astrid Young Tio's living room. So I'm looking for the action. The action is stretch. Julian Heineman is around here somewhere. We have the be verb. Julian Heineman equals around here somewhere. Okay, for this one, the jugglers have been practicing a new routine for Sia's party. So I'm looking for the action, which is practice, but I'm not going to forget the words that come before it. So in this case, the jugglers have been practicing. So the whole thing, not just the action. By the end of the day, the marching band will have given Joyce Spires a huge headache. So I'm looking for the action, given, but I'm not going to forget the words that go with it. All right, I hope that that helps you out. Remember to reach out to your teachers if you have questions. Thanks.